Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome in if you are new. My name's Shumi and today we are going to be building a cute little Kidcore playground for my winter/Kidcore themed island. I hope that you enjoy and let's get into it. So the place that I wanted the playground to be was directly behind where resident services is and also in front of the museum, but I actually get rid of the museum in a little while because it was bothering me that it was in my line of sight while I was trying to design and build and stuff. And also I do a lot of circling in the beginning of this video because I think that I'm just like not exactly sure what to do yet, and I was trying to work out whether to go with sand for the playground or whether to go with dirt instead, but I ultimately ended up going with sand because I just thought that it looks nicer just generally than the dirt does, and I think more playgrounds would have sand than would have dirt. But also in a lot of playgrounds, when I was making this, I was like, a lot of different playgrounds have wood chips underneath them, and surely sand is safer than wood chips, but I guess sand can get, I was going to say it can get in your eyes, but also wood chips could get in your eyes. We need to stop talking about it getting in your eyes, but they don't have wood chips in this game anyway, so sand was the better option. I did used to go to a playground kind of frequently when I was younger that had sand, and it never seemed to be an issue, so, you know, my playground is almost 100% safe, alright? So then I went and spoke to Tom Nook about getting the museum moved because it was just bothering me it being there even though it wasn't actually going to affect how the build looked. It wasn't in the way of the build, it was just in the way, and it's not going to live there forever anyway. I'm planning to move it because behind the playground I want to actually make a ski area with a ski slope and maybe a hot chocolate shop and a little marketplace and stuff. That's kind of what I want to have behind it, and so I moved the museum over onto the beach. Bill is having such a swell time in the background while I'm moving this, but it's not going to stay here, the museum. I kind of know where I want it, but at the same time I kind of don't. It's a very big chunky building, so I don't know where it's going to end up. And so then I time traveled ahead to the next day. It's a much less sunny day this time, but I mean, it's snowing and snow is so pretty. We had snow like a week ago and it was my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I love snow, just looking outside. I don't like being outside and having to go somewhere so much when it's snowing. Like if I have to go to work, if I have to go anywhere, especially when it starts getting icy. It's okay when the snow is fresh and soft and nice, but once it starts getting icy and you're slipping, sliding all over the place, kind of a little bit less fun. But the snow all melted yesterday. It rained and I woke up and it was all gone and I was very sad, especially because it's my birthday tomorrow when I'm filming this and I wanted to have snow on my birthday, but there is literally not a single inch of snow left outside, so that's really sad, and it's just apparently supposed to rain for the whole entire week, so thanks for that, whoever's controlling the weather up there, because that's definitely what I wanted for my birthday, let me tell you that right now. So then I have this cute Kidcore design that I was going to put all the way around the edge of the playground. I feel like this is a pretty common custom design pattern. I've seen a lot of people that use this, but I was like, this will look the best, I think, for the playground around the edges anyway. So I just went along with that. So I just went ahead and placed that down around everywhere. I was hoping that I was going to have enough space with what I put down for everything that I wanted to have in the playground, like slides and jungle gyms and like benches and stuff, because I didn't really plan it out properly. I don't normally do that with a lot of my builds. I kind of know what items I would like to use and kind of have a bit of an idea, but as I'm still kind of new to making things, I probably should plan them out a little bit more, but it's tricky. There is so many items in the game that I just find it really hard sometimes to plan things, and it's better to just see what happens in the moment. See what magical moments happen. But just, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to say anymore after that. But some people are really good at improvising things. I am not one of those people, and I watch a lot of build videos and I see people just make things out of nothing, and it's like, how can you do that? So, I mean, I'm doing it right now in this video, but at the same time, I've just made a big rectangle and just put fences the whole way around it almost. So, I mean, it's not the most creative build in the history of the world. And then these trees were such a pain to put behind it. I wanted to use them because I read just recently that Kidcore Islands have a lot of these standy things to make them look nicer. So I was like, sure. So I was like, this seems like a pretty good place to put them. But they kept facing the wrong way, and so I spent 10 million years trying to turn them around. This video doesn't show the whole of it, but it took longer than it should have just to put these dang trees. So I think they look nice in the end, and I would like to use them a bit more throughout the island in other places, but I haven't exactly worked out where yet. I still have a lot of work to do on this island, and I'm very aware that when I'm filming this, it's the 19th of December already, and this is a winter-themed island, and at this rate, I am literally going to finish, and it's going to be like summertime, and no one is going to care if I'm making a winter-themed island, because it is the height of summer. So I kind of do need to get a move on with this. But the island is ginormous, and I don't know how people can finish islands so quickly. I mean, I do have a lot of other things going on, like that I have to do in my day-to-day life. I have a full-time job. If this was my full-time job, then sure, maybe I'd have a lot more time to commit to finishing this island, because that would literally be my job. But it's not. I have to go out to work, I have other stuff to do, so I can only do this like a few days a week of making stuff for the island. And also I have to spend the time to go to the treasure islands, gather all the things that I want to use, which takes time as well. But oh my gosh, I'm just rambling on here, aren't I? So I put down a nice jungle gym. I thought the colors are all fitting together really nicely, so I'm going with reds, yellows, and blues, as I'm sure you can tell by this point. And then I was just trying to work out the table situation as to what would be the best for like a park, but then I figured these little tiny chairs were a bit too small and not really realistic for what a park or a playground would look like. Do you call it a park in America, or is it just a playground? What's the difference between a park and a playground? I have no idea. But there's not even any children in this game. There's no tiny baby animals in this game. I don't know why I said children. Oh, animals have children, but I don't know who this is exactly for, but I'm sure people would use it. I would use it, but it would be cute if there were little tiny baby animal villages in this game. I guess you could say the cubs are kind of like a baby, because they're not a full-grown bear, they're a little baby cub. But I don't know. There's no adults and children in this game. They're all just animals. It is Animal Crossing. So I put down these cute little bikes, and I love that the tricycles, when you push them, the pedals actually go around. I like all of these little tiny extra touches that I've been noticing as I've been starting decorating and stuff. That certain items, they light up, or they move slightly, or all those kind of things. All those tiny attention to detail, and I just wish Animal Crossing would give us a new update sometime, anytime in the future, but they just don't. They were like, this is the last free update that you're ever going to get, but they also haven't said there's going to be any kind of paid content. Obviously, we got the DLC, and there's still possibility they could give us more DLC, but I don't know what they would give us after Happy Home Paradise. So we'll see, I guess, but I'm not expecting anything big from them at this point. I had to go and customize the springy ride-ons because the colors that I had were just not fitting with the whole color scheme that I had going on. So I had to go pop over to Cyrus and get him to change up a couple of them so then they'll fit better. And then I got the little elephant slide, which is a must in any kind of playground on Animal Crossing, I feel like. So that fit in really nice. And then the little springy ride-ons that I put in as well. And I just kept spinning this around and around because I could not work out what way I wanted anything to be. Whenever I put items in the middle of a build, it always just looks wrong to me. Putting anything around the outside, wonderful, perfect, 10 out of 10. Put something in the middle, no, wrong. So I spin it around 10 million times to try and make it look right, and it never does. So I still don't know if I like it being in the middle, but at the same time, you can't just have an empty space of nothingness in the middle of all of your builds. So I just kind of have to live with it, and hopefully I'll get used to it over time. I put down these really cute custom designs on the ground, which I'm sure a lot of people use in their Kidcore islands as well. I've seen them quite a bit on other people's too, but I just got a lot of my codes and stuff from Pinterest, so I know a lot of other people use Pinterest. It would be cool if I could make my own custom designs that would be unique to my island or whatever, but my designing skills, 0 out of 10. So it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon, unless it's something really, really simple that I can attempt to make a custom design of. But I'm not making no hopscotch or anything. That's already too advanced for me, so no thank you. I also thought these little tiny cones were really cute, but I just couldn't find where the heck I wanted to put them the whole entire time. But they fit really nice, but I just don't know where they should go. And then I had to find the perfect food to go inside the park for all the people that are there to have some snacky snacks. So I picked up a few of them, and then I accidentally was showing off the, what's it called? The little cookies. I didn't mean to do that, but at the same time, it looked very cute. So I used the cookies and I used the happy face smiley bread. That is definitely the name of the item. Happy face smiley bread. Place that down on the table and then put the benches back and stuff. And then that was basically all of it. And I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I think it looks super cute. This kind of build probably looked better in the daytime, but my island always ends up finishing the builds when it's nighttime. So sorry for the lack of light, but I think it looks really, really nice. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really make my day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends!